you saying?
Nothing much. I'm on YouTube live right now. So I just wanted to call back before you still vex say and not call back. For your costy shout for me. Thank you for coming to my Facebook live. I really appreciate it.
Don't worry.
You're not sleeping anytime soon, right?
I'm smoking.
Okay, no shakes. Sure.
Not long period.
I'll call you when I finish. Okay, guys, the network YouTube is a bastard. The network is just saying that they're looking for network, and they're not looking for any stupid network because my network is perfect. It's working everywhere. But anyways, I'm just going to make this real quick, and then because in the next 15 minutes I'm supposed to be doing some prayers. So anyone that can stay will stay till I come back. If you can't stay, it's fine, just run me. But yeah, what was I even talking about before this thing even spoil my mojo? Please, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let me go and thumbs up in the other places as well. Miss Larry, please help me to share. Help me to share, please. It's saying network, nothing with network. Nothing with network. Don't mind these people. That's why I don't like coming on live with computer and this YouTube because it's unnecessarily stressing me. The other one I did with StreamYard, 5 hours I was there. It didn't give me problem. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you so much. Please, if you've liked and shared, at least try to stay. Try to stay 5 minutes if possible. Run me for that and go. Okay, before you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is what I can't wait till I get to that 1,000 people. So I can be using my phone. Hopefully they will not go and do the same thing to me because these people they do me anyhow. So anyways, what were we saying? Where we don't reach just now? Where did we get to just now? Yeah, so if me and Joy were working together, I'm using my webcam right now. I'm using my phone. I'm using my computer. Yes, when I get to 1K, I'll use my phone. So so if me and Joy were working together, as I said, so I will give Joy reports, and then Joy will come once a while as a social worker and say, okay, so this is what we've brought, where's the person, this and that. And then me and her will now start talking about this person. But this person, I'm the person that knows this person personally. You understand? As a social worker, unless a social worker has been given directly and say, okay, this person, is who you work with. But if not, they kind of work like overhead, so it's more the paperwork and everything. And okay, so this is the case, then they write it, and then let's assume the child is going through abuse at home. So now it's the social workers that have the rights to now go forward with whatever assertion we pedagogues we think. So if I'm seeing there's some things I can see in a child, and I can maybe, let's say I am I'm not like accusing, but I am like, something must be wrong at home, but I can't really put my hands in what is going on at home. Like this lady said, her kids were asked if the child is beaten at home. So let's assume I'm the one who asked the child, and the child says yes, they are being beaten at home and stuff like that. You understand what I mean? Then now it's my responsibility to start. I will now start writing. Okay, today I spoke with I spoke to Ebuka. and Ebuka, now I have to start writing his behaviors, so because a child that is being should I say violated or abused or whatever at home, when they come to school, they have some behaviors that comes out. So I look through this behavior and I start writing my, we call it owner happening. I don't know what it's called in English. I start writing it that, okay, you start observing and then you say, okay, you've noticed that this guy or this child, this is how this child reacts to some certain things, and which might obviously be abnormal, which might be abusive. And then we start writing that, and then maybe for the whole week we try to see how many times this child has showed this behavior. And then I write, okay, I spoke to this child so date, these are the questions I asked and this is the answer he gave. Now after I've written enough, then I send it to the these social people. I will not send it to social work, I'll not send it to Joy. Now Joy is out of what I wrote, that Joy have to take a decision. And it's not like she's going to take a decision per se like that. Then she cannot say, okay, then they cannot call in. I remember when my mom beat me. It beat me, break my head. They find out for school. Now social worker. Now they send letter come my house. Say, make me and my mom come for meeting. It won't be the pedagogue that will do that. But it's the pedagogue, or rather the teacher in school, that found out that they break my head. That's why she went to tell them in school. You understand? So please remember to thumbs up. Then they will now contact Joy, someone like Joy. Then Joy will now contact the family, or yeah, contact the family. Some can even go to the house to see for themselves. Some can go to see how the child lives and stuff like that. Let's assume we feel that the child is always coming with dirty clothes, is looking unkept, is looking this, is looking that. You understand? So the social worker and everyone, they are the ones who are going to look into the economy of this family, this and this and this, and then a social worker can call themselves one day and say, okay, we're coming to your house, or maybe they can say the next meeting they're going to be doing it in your house. The reason why they're saying they are going to do it in your house is because they want to assess how it looks. Is this place hygienically okay for children? Is it children, how do I say it? Is it children friendly? Where you live, how you live. These are things that, these social workers will look at. You understand? So that's just it. And no matter anything they're doing, they always believe that they're doing the best for the child. The child is the priority. Okay? Is anyone there, or am I talking to myself? Because I'm not seeing any comments anymore. Thank you so much. Run me with your laptop, mommy. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So that is the difference between me and Joy. Joy is not here now. I would have explained, or rather, she would have told me whether or not I'm right or wrong. But that's how it works in Denmark. I don't know how it works in Dubai. So what else did we talk about? Yes, delay in learning to speak. That one also did. So about this learning to speak, I have a friend who her child was speaking, and then the child got to a certain age and all of a sudden was having difficulties to speak. And they came with the diagnosis that he was autistic, which he is. He's autistic. He also has ADHD. La 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 la. This woman, she carried her pikin go Tanzania. They went to cut the child's hair. Okay, so the child can still talk. It can talk now, but the child is still autistic. Okay, so we should not just remove our African thing just like that and just say, because say you did here, you want to just take audio Igbo things. You understand? Sometimes our African side, it can still help you. Do you get? The woman, she just suffer, carry her pikin go that side. They go cut her. So now the child can speak. Then there's another one that says inappropriate social interaction. One of the main things is their social skills. Their social skills is, as in, the social interaction is a, it's, they are socially awkward. Let's use that word, socially awkward. So, like, we know what to do in public and what not to do in public, but for an autistic person, it not sabi that one. You understand? So they are socially awkward, and that's completely fine. You understand? I have a resident. He always puts his hand inside his nenemi, and he will start touching it. Not like he's touching it because of, and it's nothing sexual. It's just something he does, right? So, but it's socially inappropriate. Okay, I can be doing it, I can be touching my boobs and doing everything in the house, but if once I come out of my house, I will not do it. You understand? Because I'm socially, should I say, conscious. Okay, but they are not. So like him, he dey put him hand for inside there. So now, if you can't go supermarket, your hand go dey inside there. If you can't go anywhere, so we have to be reminding him all the time, take your hands up, take your hands up, take your hands up. But for him, he will not understand. Why can't I just leave my hands there? You know? The child has to go for speech. The child has to, if the child is in Europe, they should have already in school realized that the child has to go to language class, speech class. If that child is in abroad, they should already have noticed that that child is supposed to be in a special class, not in normal class. There's a speech class, speech therapy. 5. That is you need to you something needs to be done. They are conscious of what they are doing, but they are not socially conscious. What they are doing is what they are doing. They know what they are doing. Some, if you even tell him to remove his hand, he will not remove his hand. It's not like he didn't hear you that you said you should remove his hand. But because he's not socially conscious, so he doesn't know what to do, what not to do. I have someone that, for example, he's blind. And he also has the habit of doing some things that you don't do in social places, but because his own cognitive skills, at least he can comprehend, and he can say a little, so you can always tell him that when he's doing the thing, you'll be like, then he stops. When you say then he stops. Or you can also tell him that we don't do this here, but we'll soon be home, so you could do it when you get to the toilet. You understand? And then he'll be okay, and then he will not do it. But that's because he understands to that level, But and then he understands that, okay, when I say, oh, we're in public, stuff like that. So you just explain it. But though you have to explain it every day, unlike someone that does not have communication at all. Because if the one that I'm telling you that always puts his hand there, if he could talk, he would probably be telling you, no, I don't want to remove my hand. Why would I remove my hand? But that's because he does not understand that it's a social, you understand what I mean? It's socially inappropriate, if I can use that word. They're not. I have a neighbor whose child will be 5 in October, but the boy still speak like a 2-year-old child. Yeah, something is wrong there. That's for sure. Something is wrong. Yes, a speech therapist is already checking on the child, but the parents are always not happy when they are in the midst of other people. See, that's what I said. See, I said parents need to know, okay? I know it's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating when your child is not doing what the other kids are doing. I know it's frustrating, but your child is your child, and the other kids are the other kids. They're not the same. They're not the same at all. So if you have a child that is having that problem, you understand that problem is there, and you need to sort it out. Okay, you could help the child by being with other kids, so they can be, playing, and they can be talking and whatever. But most kids that find it difficult, most kids that cannot interact, that cannot express themselves, especially verbally, when they're supposed to be able to do that, they become violent because they are not understood. They feel like they are not understood and they cannot explain themselves. So those kind of kids are going through a lot already. So parents have to be extra conscious, extra patient, extra compassionate, extra affectionate towards these kids. Okay, these kids needs to get it in their head that even though the whole world don't understand me, my mom and my dad understands me. That is very, very essential. I fit put leg for ground, beg for this thing. So next time, bring them to my life, okay? So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm not going to be leaving. I'm just going to put this on mute and then I'm just going to do my prayers. And after prayers, I'll come back. Anyone that is here will take it from there. If you have any questions, we'll take it from there. Okay, guys? So I'm just going to mute this and then I'm going to go for prayers, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much.